Women of Reddit. What trait does your so have? Genetic or otherwise. That you know they absolutely got from their parent? Hoarding. His dad is insane and has dozens of rusted out / wrecked cars on the property. Dozens of broken appliances that have been sitting in the elements for years but still won't let people get rid of them. The house is worse. Rubbish doesn't get discarded. Just put in piles. My partner drives me insane. My mother was a hoarder and I have OCD. He just leaves stuff wherever it falls. Doesn't see mess. Doesn't remember to clean. Can't understand tidying up, adds ad. It isn't rare for me to have panic attacks over his lack of respect for my home. Has been the source of counseling for years, he regularly has a cleaner in. Still a source of daily friction. Hoarding. My God. The hoarding. I never understood why he'd keep old boxes or grocery bags and stash them in places until we went to his mom's house. Wall-to-wall stuff, and I could empathize. I really did. I also grew up with a hoarding parent, but it went totally opposite for me. I keep nothing. Decluttering is practically a hobby for me. People think I'm really clean, but the truth that I just don't have much stuff. Anything I don't have a use for gets given away or thrown out. When we moved in together, we made a compromise where we declutter together twice a year. At first, it was a struggle to get him to throw anything out, but now, 15 years later, it's manageable for both of us. They feel like a lot of the food you've been buying lately goes bad really fast. Is bad already? Buy GMO food? That's why I always pull from the back of the rows. Later expiration dates. That's one of the downsides of having someone shop for you. They pull from the front without considering expiration dates. Yes, and food right now is too expensive for this to be happening. Not especially. But you might want to check on your fridge. It may not be cooling properly, you just haven't noticed yet. People are not buying as fast, watching budget the stores of older stock. I definitely have noticed that with steaks at least. The buy by this date hadn't even passed and it stank a bit when opened. This happened a few times. I don't buy anymore if I'm not cooking them same day. Yep, bought pre-packaged salad, it was bad the next day. It's the supply chain issues. Understaffed logistics companies are taking longer to get goods to stores and stores are understaffed as well. Yes. It's like everything is bad by the time you're even home to put the groceries away. Damned if you do. Damned if you don't. Check your fridge first. Use a thermometer. Next, try checking out another grocery store. It could be that the one you're getting stuff from is having some issues with logistics. I don't think you'll find a common thread on the internet with this kind of thing. It's maybe more of a country, region thing. Maybe. But doubtful. What country are you in? What's the female version of a neckbeard? I think it's still a neckbeard. Full on armpit hair. Amazon jungle style. Always having greasy hair. Blackbeard. If you know what I mean. I genuinely don't think there is a female version of a neckbeard. I'd assume they have neckbeards as well. Social media busy ones. Constantly on that confirmation. It's the same. Lame BS. Ripped jeans and very big earrings. Fat. Blue hair. Entitled. Can't stop talking about the patriarchy. The Witch subreddit and 2xcr1. Their profiles all show massive fat gross hands while they talk badly about men and act like they'd ever be a prize. They are called neckbeards still. But I picture something along the lines of overweight. Fingerless gloves. A corset worn over a t-shirt. And anime pins on her backpack. Lower back tattoo? The wild, yet reclusive southwestern stankalotopus. Lol, I thought we were talking real neckbeard as in body hair, not something referring to an individual person's character. You kids kill me. I would say when your pubic hair starts growing out from the side of your panties and down your leg. Definitely would be my best guess for the equivalent to a neckbeard. Men who dated single mothers. How has your experience been? Been married 10 years. We had another daughter. I consider the oldest my bio daughter. I love her the same as our second daughter. All these people saying you will never be the number one priority make me shake my head. When children are involved, they should always be the number one priority. That just shows you are with a good person. That's the problem with a lot of people. They were not their parents' number one priority. Married her and going on 13 years with her. Traditional dating was harder where you do dinners or events. Most of our dates were just me going to her place, bringing takeout, and spending the evening. Then that quickly became spending the weekend there. She had a toddler at the time and it just didn't bother me to chill with her and her kid. But X wasn't in the picture at all. So there was no other guy parenting her kid either, and she didn't have weekends or days she didn't have her daughter. So that would be the main thing. If you're dating someone with kids, then be prepared to be around those kids quite a bit pretty quickly. Not everybody can afford a babysitter, so you can have a ton of time without the kids. She had a daughter. 10 years old. Dated, got married, helped raise her daughter for 9 years. Got divorced and now she forbids her daughter to talk to me. Yes, I know the daughter is 19 years old. And can make her own choices. But she still lives with her mother and has to abide by her rules. I still get to see the daughter, very infrequently, and I feel bad because she has to hide it from her mother. My experience, I won't do it again. I helped raise and fell in love with my stepdaughter and now I barely get to see her. We go do stuff together every few months. But it sucks and I hate putting her in the position of lying to her mom. I wish I could have a normal relationship with the daughter I helped raise. They love the feeling of falling asleep so much that they don't mind if they wake up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night because it means they get to fall asleep an extra time. That tiredness you get where you sometimes accidentally dribble is the best tiredness, not the dribble bit. That's not good. Every night sleep sneaks up on me. Every night I fail to spot it in time. Unfortunately, it's really hard for me to fall asleep, so when I wake up in the middle of the night for any reason, that's like an hour of lost sleep minimum. When I was younger, sometimes I'd purposely set my alarm on the weekends just so I could be happy that I didn't have to get up and could appreciate sleeping more. You can fall asleep? I've apparently forgotten how. That describes me exactly. I actually get disappointed if I don't get any extra sleeps. No, but I didn't know I would get to be jealous of someone today, so there's that. That sounds amazing. Sometimes I'll snooze my alarm over and over for this exact reason. I love the feeling of falling asleep. There's a feeling of falling asleep? For me. I'm awake. Then I'm not. There is no transition that I'm aware of. I'm conflicted because I love sleeping. Love. But also like staying up late and spending time to myself indulging in my hobbies. If only I could freeze time. Such a nice feeling when your body wants you to lay down and close your eyes. And then you actually do. I'm the complete opposite. The feeling of losing control and drifting away from my body is a terrifying feeling. I usually can't fall asleep unless I am dead tired and my body shuts down without any drifting feeling. Also, when I wake up to use the bathroom, I no longer can sleep. I'm now awake for good.